Hello, you're welcome to Who Cares Moment with Biola. I am Biola Beulah. On Who Cares Moment, we share true life stories of everyday people, some of who are making great impact after overcoming great challenges in life, and moving stories of those in need of someone who cares. Who cares? We care. Health officers have been commended for their efforts in battling the COVID-19 pandemic worldwide. And in Nigeria, the pandemic has revealed the extent of illness and holes in Nigeria's healthcare system. We see the good, the bad, and the ugly, which in actual fact is a reflection of us and the society that we live in. It is commonly said that evil prevails when good people do nothing, and transgressions of the past brought today's pains and shape actions to come. Yesterday's loss bears today's hurt. Today's edition is on the stories and issues surrounding the death of the ex-beauty queen, Nneka Onwuzuligbo. Now, how would you feel and what would you do if your precious gift is destroyed and gone forever, and you watch the system responsible move on to doing business as usual like nothing happened? Oh, God forbid I hear you say. Well, this is the question I asked Vivian Onwuzuligbo, the elder sister of late young ex-beauty queen, who died on 3rd of February 2019. Vivian, with a mixture of pain, ache, and sorrow in her voice, narrates the story.
Nneka was a very caring, sweet, and loving sister. She was quiet and she was soft-spoken. Nneka graduated from University of Lagos with a degree in English, and prior to her death, she was actually planning to do a master's, something we had discussed and, making preparation for. She had written a mock exam for that and was really making plans, to do that the following year. What can I say about my sister? It's, without feeling so much hurt, it's nothing. Her death still pains me and my family till today. Nneka was involved in modeling and, the beauty pageant, business. In 2013, she won the Face of Democracy. She had such a way, she had a special gift of always offering a word of encouragement to all of us in our family. My mom, my dad, myself, my sisters, my brother. And anytime you went through a challenging time and you talked to Nneka, you just leave feeling better, feeling that everything is alright again. And, oh God, we're going to miss so much of that about her and everything about her. Our mother has not been the same since Nneka's death. The death of Nneka has taken a great toll on her. She's been sick. She has lost so much weight. It is said that it's only the mother of a person who can really, really describe what the death of that child is, what the pain is like. But it's something I don't pray for anyone, From what we can see, the death of Nneka has really, really, really affected our mother. And not only that, seeing that the person whose professional misconduct and gross negligence led to her daughter's death is still roaming around freely. I know when justice is served, Nneka's mother will feel so much better. Nneka met Anu through Instagram and they scheduled a consultation, and after that, she had a surgery. The surgery was done on December 31st, 2018 into New Year's Day of 2019. So, and as we all know, the surgery did not go well because within 24 hours after surgery, Nneka developed difficulty breathing. And they had put her on oxygen at Medcontour, but when Medcontour couldn't do anything more to help her, she had to be rushed to Louf in an ambulance. And it was in Louth that she spent 1 month, at the ICU HDU, and eventually she died on February 3rd, 2019. Louth did their best, to help her. She had a great team of consultants for different specialties taking care of her. At Louth, they found out that she was operated by Dr. Anu with infected instruments. So she had developed severe sepsis. That's infection of the bloodstream. From severe sepsis, she also had fat embolism, which was what made her not to, breathe well, to develop those respiratory problems. Her severe sepsis led to septic shock, which is a situation where the organs of the body begin to shut down. Nneka really suffered. For the 1 month she stayed at Louth, she suffered. I gave it to her. She was a strong girl. She fought hard to live, even in that very, very, very horrible condition. She had a deeply infected, behind her. She had gangrene. Louth did 2 surgeries to evacuate the fat because Anu had injected dead fat into her, which was infected. So she fought so hard to live, and the team of doctors at Louth fought so hard for her. They gave her all the antibiotics, all the drugs needed, but the gangrenes kept coming out. After the first surgeries, they grew back. Bacteria was spreading rapidly, and then when you have septic shock, is really, really bad. Her organs began to shut down. 3 days prior to her death, she developed kidney failure. Her kidneys failed, and the night before she died, she had a cardiac arrest, and they did their best to resuscitate her, and that was it. Nneka passed away on February 3rd, 2019, after suffering from the infection and all the horrible things that she incurred after the surgery at Med Contour.
Dr. Onwuzuligbo, realizing the anger against her that came as a result of the botched surgery video that's making round on social media on Nneka Onwuzuligbo, decided to exonerate herself by doing a video.
She had the pneumonia, and that was why she went to Louth in the first place. She walked to Louth herself. This patient was mismanaged in Louth. She died. They do not have experience in this aspect of medicine. People don't really know so much about it.
The question a lot of people are asking is, what step is the Medical and Dental Practitioners Association taking on this case? The family of late beauty queen Nneka Onwuzuligbo in June 2019 wrote the Medical and Dental Practitioners Association, informing them of the atrocities and professional misconduct of Dr. Adepoju Onwuzuligbo for carrying out body enhancement on the sister Nneka on the 31st of December 2018 as an house officer at her facility Med Contour Clinic in Lagos State. On the 26th of June 2019, the health regulatory body responded, saying that the allegations are criminal in nature and outside the purview of the medical and dental practitioners, as they only investigate allegations of professional misconduct. They advised the petitioners to resubmit. This perplexed the family, who were still grieving and wondering how they were meant to have complained. But in April 2020, the Federal Competitive and Consumer Protection Board, after receiving several complaints about the same Dr. Anu, sealed her facility Med Contour Clinic in Lagos State. The Nigerian Medical Association, after receiving complaints from Dr. Anu, swung into action and wrote the FCCP, insinuating that they had no right to seal or harass their member, Dr. Anu. Drama twist.
We have decided to seek justice so that people like Anu, who is not a licensed plastic surgeon but claimed to be one, they can no longer be allowed to play with people's lives. Anu, she had just graduated from medical school and had started her internship in 2018 when she performed surgery on Nneka, which is so wrong. She still had to do years of residency and specialty and fellowship and so many things that would take a minimum of 8 years before she could call herself a plastic surgeon. So we want to seek justice so that if there are other people like her they will know that enough is enough. And also Anu will know that she has to face the law, because what she did is gross negligence, complete misconduct, professional misconduct, and that is also manslaughter charges.
Sometimes it can seem like the system either did not work quickly enough or at all, resulting in fatalities and emotional trauma or disabilities. There's nothing that can be done to get Nneka's life back, but at least something can be done to let justice no longer be delayed and avoid such future occurrence.
We have also decided to seek justice, to serve as a voice for the voiceless, to speak up for those victims who are afraid to speak up. We understand that in our society, a lot of victims are usually afraid to speak up because of fear of being ridiculed, fear of being called names, So we also want to use this campaign to serve as a voice for those victims of our know who are afraid of speaking up. My sister was a beauty queen, years before she did that surgery. It's a very demanding industry, the beauty pageant industry. I can only imagine she could have felt, because she's put on weight over the years, she could have felt that she had to, reduce all that weight through the, liposuction and fat transfer to look, better.
In the midst of all this drama, accusation and counter-accusation, to clear the air on the so many issues surrounding the story, Who Cares Moment had an exclusive interview with the president of the Nigerian Association of Plastic, Reconstructive and Aesthetic Surgeons, Professor J.N. Lebo, as he throws more light on the procedures and certification required to carry out plastic surgery in Nigeria.
I just want to state that to be a plastic surgeon in Nigeria, you have to be qualified and certified by any of the two colleges, that is the National Postgraduate Medical College or the West African College of Surgeons. So you have to be a fellow of the Medical College of Surgeons of Nigeria or a fellow of the West African College of Surgeons. Now, after the fellowship, you need an additional qualification from the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria. Now, the area of cosmetic surgery, which we call aesthetic surgery, is a super specialized area in plastic surgery that can be undertaken only by specially trained plastic surgeons in this area who are in a very good understanding of the practice of general plastic surgery. Now, we wish to draw the attention of the public to the existence of quacks and untrained doctors who practice these highly specialized surgeries without the requisite training. This, in most instances, have resulted to undue complications and in some cases, unfortunately, to death. Now, we want to tell the public that the public should desist from patronizing such dangerous and untrained individuals and facilities. The information about plastic surgeons in Nigeria are available on our website, which is www.napras.org.ng. Now let me just specifically talk about the present saga in Lagos that is hitting the airwaves about Dr. Anu. Let me say that Dr. Onwuzuligbo Adepoju is not a member of our association. She is not a member of NAPRAS. Now, we are told that she graduated from LUT, as Lagos University Teaching Hospital, in 2017. And she set up a private practice in Lagos. Now, to train as a plastic surgeon requires that you go through the junior residency program of which is between 3 to 4 years. Then you go through a senior residency training, which is another 3 to 4 years. Now, for somebody who has graduated with MBBS in 2017, you can agree with me that there is no way he or she would have undergone the requisite training in plastic surgery. So the first thing is that she's not a member of our association, And to the best of our knowledge, she's not a plastic surgeon. Now, we want to plead with the relevant government agencies like the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria to wade in quickly to investigating this particular case and finding out what the truth is and then doing the needful. Thank you.
She was not licensed when she performed that surgery on Lady Nneka. She had claimed to be a licensed cosmetic plastic surgeon, but she was not. She performed that surgery the same year she was doing her internship after graduating from medical school. Can you imagine? I'm calling on all Nigerians to take this seriously, because you might say, oh, you're not affected, it's not your relation, or why would the person go to this kind of surgery? This can happen to anyone. It doesn't even have to be plastic surgery. It could be appendicitis, it could be cesarean section, it could be any other kind of surgical procedure. Would you want your loved one to expose him or herself to someone like Anu? Someone who is not licensed, someone who doesn't know what she's doing, but presenting a bogus license that the person is licensed, that she is licensed. So that's the bigger picture here, and that's what I encourage all of us to see as a collective cause. So this can discourage the likes of Anu, who hope that they can get away with stuff like this. So by the time we begin making this noise and we bring Anu to justice, others can be deterred, so that whoever wants to be a surgeon will really go to school, go through the rigors of the coursework involved in becoming a surgeon, and the fellowships, the licenses, the specialty, everything that is done, which takes years and years and years of hard work, to be able to get it done. So again, I say Anu has to face the law. She has to be brought to face the law, and I encourage all of us to make it happen. Let's also be a voice for the voiceless, for those who are afraid of speaking up because of being ridiculed, by the society or by whoever. Let them know that now there's hope for them. There's someone that can speak up for them. And again, I say this can be any other kind of surgery. The most important thing is that those doctors or whoever is claiming to have a license, but it is not, should not be allowed to thrive, because this is people's lives that have been endangered. Nneka's life was lost. Nneka's life was lost because she exposed herself to a medical practitioner who liked that she was a plastic / cosmetic surgeon, but she was not. She was totally unqualified to do what she did. She was totally uncertified. She had no certification, no board certification, nothing. And Nneka died as a result of infection and the gross negligence involved in this whole procedure. And I sincerely hope that her death will not be for nothing, and this can serve as a great change for our medical profession, for the society in general.
When something devastating happens to someone around us, we feel so deeply for a while, and afterwards we move on with our lives. Nneka Onwuzuligbo, a bright star, was cut down in her prime. Nneka was an encourager who liked to help people. She had dreams of adding value to her life so that she can make greater and global impact. Like I said at the beginning, transgressions of the past but today's pains and would shape our actions. So I need you to think about the consequences of your actions or inactions, because evil prevails when good people do nothing. Who cares? We care. Be your brother's keeper. Send in your comment on this and subscribe and share. Be your brother's keeper. Send in your comments and your advice. Let us change our world one person at a time. Thank you for being part of this edition. I am Biola, and please do subscribe. Who cares? We care.